Hi, welcome to MiligirlTV. I'm Melanie Banayat, and today's nutrition nugget is how to eat chocolate to your heart's content without gaining weight. In fact, while losing weight. Okay, so here's the deal. About 7 years ago, I learned how to eat chocolate properly from this woman who owned a chocolate shop called Pegasus Gourmet Chocolates in beautiful Bend, Oregon, one of my favorite places. And I walked into her shop looking for a gift for a friend, and she handed a tray over the counter to me with this beautiful array of sample chocolates, and she said, "Here, try one." And I said, "Oh, no, not for me. I can't eat chocolate. Chocolate doesn't agree with me." She said, "Oh, that's nonsense." She had this strong accent. She was from Holland, I remember that. And she just was so blunt and straight with me and said, "Don't be silly. There's a proper way to eat chocolate. You're just not doing it properly." And I said, No, I'm serious. I have all sorts of side effects that happen and very unpleasant. And I said, there's like 4 things that always happen to me. It either triggers a migraine in me, and I will end up going on a binge for 1 or 2 weeks where I just can't seem to stop eating chocolate. And then of course I will break out in acne on my face and gain weight, and eventually I will get a fibroid cyst in my breast. And so she looked at me and she said, "You know what, I'm going to teach you how to eat chocolate properly." And she taught me all the steps. But even after she taught me all the steps, I was still fearful of falling back into the same pattern that I'd always fallen into. It was like 6 years had passed before I ever decided to trust her and try it on my own. Well, as it turns out, she was right, and I finally did decide to give it a try just the way she taught me. And I'm happy to say that it worked, and it works fabulously. And in fact, I did it successfully while I was losing weight, all the while enjoying chocolate and not having any of the side effects that I used to have before. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate to you how she taught me how to eat chocolate properly. And I'm going to be using Green and Black's organic 70% chocolate. It's espresso flavor. So basically what you do is you use all of your senses while you're eating the chocolate the best way. Alright, so okay, so what you do is you put it in your hands and you have a look at it, you inspect it, and make sure that it wasn't exposed to any heat damage, and if it were, it would be white on the chocolate, and this looks pretty darn good. And then the next thing that you do is you do the snap test. Yeah, and I heard it snap. I don't know if you could hear it on there, but it definitely has a snap to it. And what that has to do with, the snap is about how well the quality has been tempered and the quality of the fats and how they've been treated. Okay, and this next step is smell. And this is something that I am very good at, because I can walk into a candy store and just the smell of the sugar content in the store will literally start to make my skin crawl. I can feel acne ready to just come out just from the high sugar content, the smell. And so when you smell the chocolate, a distinguished nose can determine whether there's a high or low sugar content in the chocolate. And of course, in the case of good quality chocolate, you want it to have a lower sugar content. Okay, now here comes the magical part, the taste part, where you put a little bit of chocolate in your mouth and you chew it up a few times, and then you just let it melt in your mouth. And well, see, the difference between real chocolate is that the cocoa butter in real chocolate will will fully melt in your mouth and not leave any kind of waxy residue, whereas the fake or non-real chocolate, not the cheap stuff, they extract that cocoa butter out and replace it with a different oil that doesn't melt at body temperature like the cocoa butter does, and it could leave a waxy residue in there. You don't want that. And then when you've got all that wonderful melted chocolate in your mouth, and you can, then smell all of the wonderful flavors, other flavors that may be infused inside of the chocolate, like maybe like this one here with the espresso or other spices or maybe berries, but very similar to like wine tasting, where you can really become a connoisseur and smell and taste all of the different flavors that are in the chocolate. Okay, so here I go. You take a bite. Okay, well, that took a little while for it to melt in my mouth. It's a pretty good sized chunk of chocolate, and it was very good. And that is the proper way to eat chocolate. The last thing I wanted to say was, if you've ever thought that that losing weight means that you have to give up all of your, favorite foods, I'm here to say that that is not the case. I still eat lots and lots of my favorite foods, including chocolate, and in the process of doing that, just learning how to eat it properly, I've still been able to lose weight. I've lost about 30 pounds now, and so I'm here to say it's possible. Okay, so if you'd like to leave a comment and share some of your favorite chocolate savory moments, you can do so down below in the comments section. And if you like this video, please like it and share it with your friends. And also, if you haven't already signed up for my mailing list, you can do so at MiligirlWellness.com and climb on board. Till next time, see you later.
Too many dragons today.
We have dragons all around me today. Very scary dragon. A dragon behind me.
Mommy, watch this. It's gonna spank my butt. The bump.
Yeah, go join right in. Does she eat vampires?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I ask her.
We're gonna go find out.
I'm
I'm gonna go eat some more chocolate.